Welcome to a Minecraft series where we have 50 days to terraform an island. Each episode is one Minecraft day, so I hope that you enjoy, and let's see what we get up to today. Well, here we are in a brand new day on Forevercraft, but in a new part of the world, and I'm very excited to be able to do a bit of terraforming and a lot of building over the next 50 days or so as we try to terraform this island. And the way that this series is going to work is that I am going to play in this world that has already been created. It is called Forevercraft, and that is why you may see that I have 38 levels to my name. And I do also have a couple of different rules about the types of tools I can use while we spend 50 in-game days chit-chatting and taking it down to earth as we see how much we can actually terraform this island. Now, part of the rules here is that I do have access to my armor and to my diamond tools because I'm not as interested in doing the early game as much as I could be and as much as you might be. So the main goal here is going to be to try to see how much we can actually terraform and what sort of lore and accent pieces we can add to our Forevercraft server right here. So if you have been watching the main channel, this is still the same Minecraft world that I happen to be playing in, and you can actually kind of see it over in the distance over there. But if you are new here, welcome. My name is Slip, and I like to play Minecraft and hang out with you guys, along with I like to talk about certain aspects of playing Minecraft and how it can be beneficial, hopefully, for you. That is the intention behind all of this. And in today's episode, I wanted to talk about how to start a Minecraft world based on my own experience. And as you can see, a big part of that, at least at this point in time, is to allow for myself to have the tools that I would like to have when starting off. Now, we are probably going to run out of durability on this diamond pickaxe at some point in time, but don't feel like you always have to start off fresh as could be. Even if you're trying to stick to one forever world like I am, you can start in a new area. But when I was thinking about starting this kind of more mini series when I have extra time to make content, I was thinking about whether or not I wanted to start Minecraft by itself without all of the gear and things that I've acquired, or if I want to just kind of allow for myself to have some of these extra tools. And I would much rather have the tools. It makes things much more efficient. And besides that, I also do like to take a second to appreciate the world that I happen to be in. Now, this is a new area, and it has a lot of potential, just like any new area does. We have some food over here, which is a good thing, although I do have 9 pieces of bread right now. And it seems like a really beautiful kind of area for me to terraform, and we are completely going to transform this area, which is something that I'm excited about doing. I do think that I kind of almost want to make it into a fishing or maybe a farming village and have it be super lush and full of a lot of different things. And one of the first things that, of course, you have to do when you start off in any Minecraft world is you do have to get a bit of wood. Now, for me, the game plan here is really just to hone in on the terraforming and the building aspect of things. So if I want to, I am allowed to use some materials from my other area just so that we can get along to building, meaning that we are going to have a lot of progress done. So this series by no means is going to start from square one, and that is totally okay when you're starting a Minecraft world. However, if you are starting a Minecraft world, by default, I do think that it is, of course, important to get the essentials for the night. Now, I do already have a yellow bed right here, and I have some of these other tools in the bread as we are talking about. So we are going to be good to go to specifically just kind of hop straight into the grind. But one thing that I love about the early game of Minecraft is to enjoy the tool progression at the same point in time. If you are there and you are ready to start fresh and completely ready to experience the new things, allow for yourself to enjoy taking things slow and allowing for yourself to have the first sorts of builds within the world. You know, if your first house is even a dirt house, or if it's something small, like what I might even do, and I'm thinking about it, is maybe we'll just take some of the birch that we have right here, and why don't we, without even putting something into Light Matica, maybe we put a build into the world. I'm not sure if I want to do that, but if you are starting out, it's so fun to just use the materials that you have at hand in order to start fresh and to be able to be creative with the things that you have, along with one of my favorite things to do off the rip. And we can kind of actually start to do that. You can see we can punch around and get a couple of our seeds just like this. And I think that it is fun just to start to see the progress in your world start to come together. I guess I don't have a hoe. So maybe we can make, just to keep it old school, we can make ourselves a wooden hoe. We can make ourselves also a crafting table right here, which we can place down. And that, even that feeling of placing down like your first crafting table in the world is always a good feeling. And so it's fun having these wood tools, and you're not going to want to have them forever. But it is fun to have them. Along with, if I was to give an opinion on what I do think you should do when it comes down to keeping your first wooden tools or throwing them away, someone that likes to world build and likes to have the storytelling aspect of Minecraft, I'm a personal believer that you should keep these tools because you never know what you're going to want to do and use with them. And so I think that that is a really important thing. Along with, I also believe that, I'm going to stand on one side of the fence when it comes down to whether or not you should try to get all of the gear as fast as you can if you are going for that progression. I think that it can be really fun, honestly, again, just to take things as slow as possible, because there is more of a threat of burning yourself out, I would say, when it comes down to trying to just get everything accomplished and beat the game and that sort of thing. And then you look back and you realize that your intention wasn't exactly what you had wanted to be. And so for me, the progress here is really the end game aspect that happens once you have everything. But if you rush to that point in time too quickly, that does leave kind of space, I would say, for you burning out. And I've spoken about this before, but I have played with my real life friends before. I've played Minecraft, and this is maybe within the first year of me having a YouTube channel, and they were super excited to play, and I was reluctant because I had a feeling that they were just going to want to play, and then they were going to beat the game, and then they were going to kind of phase out and have no real interest in playing Minecraft anymore. And as someone that loves to play Minecraft, I play this in a world that I can hold on to because I can come back to the build and I can take a look at everything. And I like to see that progress start to come to life over time. And so I think that that intention when it comes down to Minecraft is really important. Regardless, I guess, of the speed of which you get your tools, coming in with maybe more of like a creative mindset and a builder's mindset and what is it that I want to put into the world as opposed to I just want to play the game, I think is helpful. And if you're stuck on the creativity, then I would say just start playing the game because you'll get more ideas. Maybe you start up your new world and you are right next to the mountains. And you're like, oh, maybe I'll do like a mountain sort of village, or maybe you're in the desert and you decide that you're going to do a desert only sort of playthrough. For this one, the creativity, the intention behind it is just to make this island look as good as it can and be able to, share more of my thoughts about Minecraft and that sort of thing. And that is, the end all be all thing for me, the master plan that I can now start thinking about and chunking down. Now, there is a lot of terraforming that I think I want to do on this island, so we are going to have to be cautious about that, but I still like a lot of the beauty. It's fun having the fact that we have like pumpkins right here, and again, we're not going to get any of the new materials or any new recipes or anything like that, besides things I actually have not gotten since playing in this world, because it is a forever world, and I have been in this world for about 5 months or so. And if you are new here and would like to see that more in depth, we have tons of videos about all of those sorts of things too. But I think for me, as we're starting to clear out the area, which that is step one of me chunking down the process over here and breaking it down into smaller parts, which helps me kind of really get an idea of what I'm working with. And part of the reason that I'm breaking down trees is to get an idea what you're working with. And if you are starting and you're not worried about the progression whatsoever and you just want to get to building, I would say actually start to think about the land first, because the land in Minecraft really is your canvas. I think that that is kind of my theme for 2026. I've been getting a lot more into terraforming and landscaping. And the more that I do that, clear out trees because I can plant them back again. And if I want to do custom trees, then I have the opportunity to do that. I think that the more I think about the land first and get an idea of what I can go with instead of just going with something, having a bit of restraint honestly can be a helpful thing. It's great to jump straight into building, and we were debating it just like that. But it also is fun to just give time for the canvas to come to life, I would say, and have them some time and space and presence in order to get an idea of what you're doing. And I think one of the most beautiful things about that is that Minecraft has this ASMR, just soothing quality to it, where it's nice as the sun is setting right here. You can see that things are starting to come together, and you have this beautiful place, and now you can see that you have this huge dirt mound that if I get rid of this and flatten out this entire area, that is going to make a huge difference in what this can look like. Along with, as we start to clear out the trees, we get to have a bit more of a feel, I would say, of this island area that we're working on, kind of the size and the scale of it. It is not too big. I think it's a good perfect size, and 50 Minecraft days is honestly not really that much for it. Now, I am going to sleep for the night, and I don't count that. I am counting, and I don't know if I'm going to do extra work behind the scenes. I doubt I will. We'll have to see what happens. We're on day 14,950 officially in Forevercraft as well. So again, this is definitely not day one. We only have 50 days left till day 15,000, which is actually a crazy thing. And this is not only my server, it is also inhabited by Cobb Plays, Plato's Storm, and Pandemonium. So if you guys have not taken a look at their channels, I will also have them linked down below, because this is also happening and coming together in our shared world. So I do think that for the next task, we don't want to, for me, if you're starting out in Minecraft, it can be helpful to start with the land, right? There's a balance in it, I would say too, at least for me, because if I was to clear out everything right immediately, then I might get overwhelmed with how much I can actually do. And so I guess there's a give and take. Depends on how you're playing. But if you don't have as much time, you don't have to do everything at once, right? Like, I don't have to do only the trees at first. I can start to work around here, and then if I want to actually, I have an idea of a build with a dock or something right around here, then I can get to work at that too. However, if your brain, or the way that you're feeling, or whatever kind of motivation you have, is just doing one thing at a time and just checking those little tasks off the list too, I think that can be a helpful thing. So for me, I think that the game plan for at least our fresh start here is to get a foundation of the lands that we have right here. I think just kind of in at least this corner, and then as we continue to expand, we'll chop down a bit more trees, and we are going to, I think, hopefully make ourselves a couple of farms in this area too. I think that would be a good idea. I do in general have to get a lot of materials. I am realizing starting out with all of this once again, and it is an extra motivator to get around to doing some building too, and coming up with a new build theme and scheme and that sort of thing. And so for me, I don't know, there's something always that's so fun about starting fresh and having some nuance in an area that you happen to be building in. And do I want to go down? I might go down all of the way. Yeah, we might peel off this one other layer that we have right here. Along with, if you are starting a new Minecraft playthrough, especially if you have the intention of playing for forever, I do want to say that I do recommend that you be cautious with the mods that you end up downloading. If you do terraforming or terralith, or like a lot of mods in Minecraft, if you do download them, not all of them are consistently updated by people over time. And so I would just be cautious about the mods that you're getting. If you ever would like to see the mods that I'm using, you can take a look at Plato's Storm's video. I pretty much have all of the same mods that he does, along with a couple of other things that make it look a lot better for me, but I make sure that I know that these things are going to be updated over time. So that is something that is worth being careful about. Along with, if you are the sort of person that wants to pick out the perfect seed, all for you for doing that. I think that is more than okay. And if you are sticking to an idea that you've kind of come up and whipped up upon beforehand, you're like, this is definitely what I want to do. Then looking for the environment and the landscape that will best suit that, I think is something that is worth doing for a lot of people. And so don't be hesitant to go onto like a seed finder and hit randomize a lot of different times and even spend a couple of hours finding a seed that you would like. However, on the contrarian, and this is kind of a bit more where I lean, I do think that there is a lot of nuance that you can get out of a Minecraft world. And it might not be, objectively a top 1% Minecraft seed, but there's so much that you can do over time. Oh, sorry to the big. There's so much that you can do over time for you to influence your Minecraft world. And as someone that has very much like a forever mindset, I think that, I can start off in this new area, but it's not too far away from our old area over there. And this is interesting right here. I think that what we're going to do actually is I think we'll start to kind of flatten this area right here. Kind of cool that we have this water ravine, but I don't think that it really does set or suit the original purpose that I'm kind of going for right here. So we'll continue to go along just like this. And if you are new here and you're enjoying the series and kind of this fresh start that we're doing as it starts to rain in the worst possible period of time, definitely consider taking a look at some of the other videos. I'm not going to say to subscribe yet. If you do enjoy the content and you like a couple more videos, definitely consider subscribing. And we are going to continue this kind of series, this mini series, I would say, of trying to transform this island over 50 days or however long it takes for me to get that done. However, I do have a feeling that we might be able to be pretty successful, and I think that it would be cool to eventually maybe even have some cinematics too, so we can see how this place actually kind of transforms over time. We do have to find some sugarcane too, because if I can find some sugarcane, then I do want to make a map so that we can kind of see what this area looks like, although we are transforming it already, and then be able to make another map at the end of the 50 days and see what happens. So if you are starting fresh in Minecraft and you're starting a new Minecraft world, really have that forever mindset. Think about how can you preserve this and how can you document and record your Minecraft journey. Along with, if you're starting something new like this, maybe even consider recording it. Honestly, like that's something that I want to do. I think that this is going to be a fun thing to be able to look back on and see how much happens. So as you can see, that is actually looking a lot better. There are a couple things that I might want to do right over here. However, my inventory is definitely getting full. So let's break down these dirt blocks right here, and we can also chop down this tree. And then we're actually almost ready to do a bit more expanding around the area, so that is a good feeling. Now, some people can look at what we have right here and they're like, oh, it's so ugly. It's an in the process sort of thing. But I play in a way that I like to influence every single block in my Minecraft world as much as I can. Like, we're going to have a pathway in Feathercraft that's leading all the way that way, and that's all the way to here. And then maybe even like a nice kind of cool like port area or dock area that's going to lead probably from around over down in that direction to this area right here. And I think that's going to be so fun. So enjoy starting a Minecraft world fresh, because whenever you start to influence a new area and you get new ideas, being in a new area that you're not just exploring, but you're also making into a new home is an invigorating feeling, and enjoying the process of doing that and seeing things come together is, I think, an important mentality with it. It does not matter how long this island takes for me in real life. It is going to be 50 days, and that allows for me to have kind of, a tie-off for the challenge, at least for myself, and it's kind of fun to do these miniature sorts of, I don't know, like a series, I would say, where I just try to see how much I get done in one of these worlds, and then I can come back to it over time. I do know that a year from now, I'm going to be able to see all the little bits of progress that you can get over time. And if you start working in an area, and after you're working on it for 50 days or 100 days or whatever amount of time, that you happen to be working on or working on it in, do feel okay and have grace for yourself and get excited about allowing for yourself to move on to a different project too. I am the sort of person that I am definitely going to make sure that this is a finished product because I still enjoy seeing the end product and having something that I'm really proud of over time. However, if you need to move on for a chapter of your life and that sort of thing, you're just not really that satisfied with the area, I would say clean it up and make it finished, and that is more than okay too. So if you are watching this and you're on the verge of, being worried about, starting a Minecraft world because you're worried about committing to a Minecraft world, especially if it's a forever world, and I think that that is probably a lot of people that may be listening to this, they might be wanting to last or live or build in a world that lasts forever, I'd say just get into it. I am so happy with the other area that I've been working on. However, if I, did not like it, then I could be just as invigorated about starting fresh on this island right here. Along with, I think it might be actually fun to try to incorporate you guys as much as I can into the builds that we have in the world too. Imagine having a couple of builds and a couple of houses named after you guys. So if you would like to be a part of this island, if you would like to leave a name for the island, I'd be more than happy to hear one of your comments. Along with, if you are a channel member and you would like to have a build in this world, you're more than welcome to reach out to me on Discord. I'd be happy to build something personal for you in this island area that we have right here. And if you are subscribed and you have been watching the videos on Forevercraft and would maybe like to have your own build in this area that will last forever, do consider becoming a slipper. Our channel members have exclusive members-only videos, early access to other videos, and a whole ton of other things, along with access to my cinematic course for free, and again, I could just keep going on and on and on. But I'm always astounded, I would say. I'm always wowed by the fact that you can just play Minecraft even for the 20 minutes of one day, and after that period of time, you can have all of these things done in the world. You can see that we've actually already almost done the entire infrastructure of this island right here, which I think is pretty insane, right? And it gives me just more and more ideas to start in a world. So have an open mindset. Be excited about what is to come. I know that there have been times where I've just been like, I just want to have the build or the thing that I've envisioned in my mind already into the world. I want to have it already have come to life into the world. And I will be so excited about the finished product and the first build and first bit of real progress that we've been making. Although I guess this is real progress right here. I'll be so excited to have all those different things, but trying your best to be excited about potential, I would say, and seeing that grow and compound over time is exactly why you start fresh in a world. Even if it's the same world, I can come back to it if I take a week back and then it's episode 2, or if I take 2 weeks and then it's the next episode, and I have this brand new area that I can also think about and get excited about. I think that's very fun. And I was talking with Snoozeby on Discord, I think, or maybe it was a YouTube comment, and he was talking about how when you build in Minecraft and you have new things to work on and new areas to expand upon, just like we're doing right now, it can be this most positive feedback loop where you start doing it and then you get really excited about doing it, and then you end up building more things because you're so excited about doing it, and then after that you're like, wait, now I want to play even more, and then you start thinking about it more, and then you want to build more, and then you build more, and then you want to build more, and then you think about building more, and then you plan more, and then you build more, and all of that, that feedback loop is such a fun thing about starting fresh in Minecraft. So that is what it's all about. That's what playing Minecraft is all about in general. But when you're starting fresh, it's okay to move around. It's okay. It's okay to start fresh. It is okay to move. It is okay to choose the perfect seed. It is okay to go and experiment and explore around and enjoy Minecraft as it is. It's okay to enjoy the leveling up elements. It's okay to get gear at whatever pace that you want to. It's okay to start a world with some of the gear that you already want in your hands, just like I have. And all of those things are okay because, again, you can play this game in any single way. And it's all about how you enjoy the process. Again, my name is Slip. I am a Minecraft YouTuber, and if you are excited for more of this series, definitely stay tuned. We'll have more videos just like this, and if you would like to get a lot more of content that is very similar to this, definitely take a couple more looks at the channel. We have videos coming out every single day, and sometimes even more than that too. So thank you so much for hanging, and I will see you all in the next video. Have you ever wanted to tell a story within Minecraft to add an extra bit of flair to your world? Consider grabbing 100 of my best cinematics linked down in the description below. And if you'd like to get the cinematics that I use the most, they're only $1. You can use these clips in any way that you want, so I do hope that you enjoy.